Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to a video from Wolk folks. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into the video.
Hey, get out. You ain't to walk down the street with flags.
You ain't gonna cut me off and think you're right.
Hey, man.
You ain't gonna cut me off and think you're right.
Go ahead, man. Whoa, whoa. Hey, man, get off. Hey, man, get off him, man. Look at that guy. You just whipped the iPad.
Yeah.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Go to jail.
What's your name?
It's okay. He's gonna go. Look at that iPad is trash.
Don't worry about it.
Amen, okay.
An irate pro-LGBTQ activist vandalizes a preacher's property in a fit of rage.
Wow, that's crazy. He actually whipped the iPad. He probably broke it. There could probably be some charges pressed on that. Just goes to show, you know, how the woke people are. They don't like when you're against them. They don't like preaching, you know, any type of gospels that's against their beliefs. But they do preach, you know, peace and love and equality for everybody. But when somebody's against their what they believe in, it's a no-go for them, and they react like that, you know, all violent and stuff. But you can't prove that to them.
It's okay. Jesus loves you, bro. Jesus died for your sins, man.
Jesus Christ is not real. I'm real. You're a piece of shit. You're a racist.
Jesus Christ is real. I'm not
Racist.
Jesus isn't racist.
That's racist.
Jesus created each and every person, no matter your skin. So Jesus to the earth.
You're Jesus.
He loves you. He loves each and every person. Jesus is the Son of God who was slain before the foundation of the world.
A wokey curses vehemently at a preacher during a heated argument.
Blasphemy. Yeah. You see how he curses out Jesus Christ. Like, come on, man. And then he says he's not real. I mean, you believe whatever you believe, but that shows what I'm talking about. Because if somebody's against your belief, I mean, I understand, but you go wild, you go buck wild, right? And like, it's only for them. They're whatever they say goes, and whatever person like me or anybody else would say that's not with that, that's not for all this rhetoric, you know, all hell breaks loose.
Offensive. Police lives matter?
You have the same sticker.
We're just trying to do school.
What?
You guys have the same sticker the other.
But this is our space.
We've got a Police Lives Matter sticker and we're getting kicked out. Can't do school. You just said we have to leave.
No, I said you're making the space uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
But you're white. Do you understand what a multicultural space? It means you're not being centered.
White's not a culture?
No. No, it's not a culture. White is not a culture. Say it again to the camera. You think whiteness is a culture?
This is insane.
So anyways, this is the violence that ASU does, and this is the type of people that they protect. Okay, this white man thinks he can take up our space, and this is why we need a multicultural space, because they think they can get away with this.
I'm gonna sit here the whole time and you can find somebody to
That's cool. We will.
We're asking you to leave if you have any consideration for
A wokey attempts to eject boys from a venue for displaying Police Lives Matter stickers, using perplexing logic.
Gen Z.
So, multicultural space. And then they say white people have no culture. Like, that's crazy. I mean, the whole point of multicultural space, as they say, is for everybody to be involved, right? And be in the same place and have the same rights, or like, I guess, existence, you know, to be there. And it's like they just want segregation or something. I don't know. They want to go back into those times, you know, I think it's 50s and 60s, where, you know, they had the white side and the black side. They want segregation again. I just don't get it. They fought for, you know, for obliterating that. They wanted to get rid of that. Now they want it back. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand these people. These guys are crazy. Oh, plus they want to defund the police. what they don't realize is that if they actually do that, then they are not protected. So, you know, I guess they don't read between the lines on that.
Doubters of Kamala. I've noted her record persecuting people for weed. I'm a stoner. I use it for PTSD. Do you think that era is so over? She's so over that?
I think that even in the period of the Biden-Harris administration, they have been working very hard in order to say no.
What about like Coke and stuff?
Excuse me?
What about like Coke?
In her, I would have to look at it, but
Decriminalize the drug, baby.
Thank you, sir.
Coke for the boy.
A reporter delivers a hilariously sarcastic question to DNC attendees about Kamala Harris.
Everything goes with Kamala Harris. As long as it benefits the Democratic Party, they're with it. Look, they just spit out some facts about, you know, Kamala's history with criminal activity and stuff with, you know, marijuana and weed. A lot of black people got arrested for that in California, and got quite a few years for it. So now he's asking the question, what about Coke? Coke is a way, you know, upscale drug. It's way worse. So he's actually, like, if you actually notice, he's actually considering, you know, basically legalizing Coke. Because it's crazy. Just because he wants basically his party to win, or like his rhetoric to continue. And it's outrageous. I can't understand these people.
Children, call them. This is disgusting. What the hell is wrong with you people? These poor children. What is wrong with you sick people? Get out of here, you get out of here. You're not safe here. Get out of here. Yeah, it's disgusting. Look, no, this is sick. You are sick. You are sick. Look at these poor children.
It's all based on sexual.
These poor children. These poor children. How dare you guys? You godless whores. You guys are sick.
It's not okay.
You're not starting it again. This is over. This is over. It's over forever. No more sick here. No.
A parent openly criticizes school staff for hosting a drag queen story hour, questioning its appropriateness.
If you go to a Black Lives Matter rally, they're only...
You see how, oh my God, this rhetoric is crazy. They're really trying to brainwash these kids, man. They want them to learn about this demonic type of things. Like, they're dressing up in drag. Like, they're dressing up as women. They're fat men dressing up as women. Like, the ridiculousness is really out of pocket. Like, how are we permitting this in schools? How are we letting kids like be brainwashed for this disgusting stuff? Like, you're either a boy or a girl. There's no other gender or whatever they call it. It's just two sexes, X and X, and X and Y. That's it.
Focusing on individuals that are killed by a white police officer. They're not focusing on children or adults or David Dorn or Patrick Underwood that was killed in these protests. Police officers that served their communities. They're not talking about any of this stuff. I'm not telling them to focus on something else. I'm literally pointing out the flaw and them only focusing on a small amount of cases that jive with their political agenda. How many unarmed black men were killed by police last year? Can you tell me?
They're not focusing on whatever jives with. They're not only focusing on what jives with their agenda.
Of course they are. Or else they wouldn't be ignoring 99.7% of black homicides.
A reporter dismantles a BLM supporter stance with solid facts and reasoning.
Telling you that Wayne Park, where I live, gave the. Okay, rolling his eyes. Can't even finish the.
Because you're being. Hey, that's my property. Give me my stuff. What are you doing? Hey, go. All right, you guys, I'm trying to walk this way. Please let me walk this way.
Just go, bro.
Dude, I'm literally not touching you. All right, you guys, do not touch me, please. Where'd my sign go?
A defund the police advocate loses their cool and snatches a reporter's sign during a protest.
So if it was the other way around, that guy would have been gotten some assault charges for stealing the sign, you know. But since it's you know, defund the police activists and like all the other wokies, they get no consequences. The world we live in is just in a whole nother story.
You don't vote for Tampon Tim because I guess you think it's okay to put tampons in boys' bathrooms, right?
I think it's a good idea to put menstrual supplies for teenagers.
In boys' bathrooms?
Men's restrooms?
In boys'
Sure,
bathrooms.
why not?
Why do they need a tampon to stick it up their ass?
So is this...
A liberal gets schooled by a woman challenging the appropriateness of tampons in boys' bathrooms.
It just doesn't make any sense. Why would they want to put tampons in boys' bathrooms? Like, first of all, they don't have no type of use for that for boys. This is a boys' bathroom. Second, I mean, like, I'm gonna give my opinion on this. If they actually put these things in there, the first thing that these boys are gonna do is just probably wet all of them and not have anybody even use them, or like, you know, throw them in the trash or something like that. And you can't put any cameras or, you know, any type of security to check those things, so it's just gonna be a waste regardless. It just doesn't make any sense.
Hey everyone! So I just rented one of these shareable bikes and they're kind of useless. I gotta be honest, I hate having my mail carts. It's such a drag, no pun intended, and it just really gets in the way and it's super annoying. So I feel like they need to make bikes that are more ergonomic and trans-friendly. So drop a comment and let me know what you think. Bye everyone!
I'm gonna drop a comment. What you need to do is get rid of the seat. Just ride the pole. Make it more easier, right? Or you could just, you know, get the surgery like a lot of the other ones are doing, you know. They want to accommodate everything to their liking, and that's not how things work.
A Wokey absurdly requests specialized bikes to accommodate trans anatomy, sparking bewildered reactions.
Government is crazy, and I'm 18, and everyone's scared.
Should we burn America?
I think we should absolutely burn the idea of America. I just really do believe that it's rotten to the actual core.
You think we should nuke ourselves as punishment for the Native American?
We should give the land back to the Native Americans and see what they want to do. If they want to nuke us,
a pro-Palestine Wokey shockingly declares a desire to burn America.
We have a person who is called an admiral but never served in the military, who probably can't do a push-up, who advocated for child sex surgery for minors.
that's not weird at all.
That's not weird at all. A new normal.
This is her now?
Yeah, Rachel Levy. Looks still like a dude to me, versus a person who served in the U.S. Marines for 4 years. Which is weirder, the left one or the right one?
Oh. As a person that served in the military for 4 years.
Is weirder?
Yeah.
Visually, the one on the right.
As a liberal, you can just be honest. You don't have to placate anybody.
Right.
The right one's weirder. Why is the right one weirder?
No comment.
Well, I do not think the left one is weird.
I think right's weirder.
Wokies question the appropriateness of a Marine's photo over another unspecified image.
Hit you with this up.
No, the sex change for children, man, I just can't believe these people actually want to do these type of things. It's so demonic. Like, it's disgusting. If you want to do these things, man, just wait till you're 18, old enough to get a license, ID, a passport or whatever that shows that you're of age, you know, that you, like cigarettes and alcohol, you have to be 21 to even purchase. You have to be 18 to join the military. Like, all of the serious stuff that are life-changing are when you're old enough. Like, nowadays, it's ridiculous, man. It's like it's outrageous. I don't know why people even think this way. Like, children, you got to protect the children, man. They don't have to get involved in all of that stuff.
Fine. Dude, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Why are you getting in front of a woman?
I didn't know who that was.
But still, regardless,
What are you doing getting up in front of other people?
I'm asking them questions.
What questions?
I asked them, at what point do they consider abortion not be right? Because I'm actually curious. What?
Because they're promoting abortion pills.
Are they?
So I'm asking, at what point is abortion not right?
I think they answer your question by telling you to f yourself.
Really?
Yeah.
Wokies lash out during an interview about abortion, unable to handle tough questions.
Your message to the DNC up the road.
They need to get their ass together and ceasefire now, because if not, we're going to take it to another level.
What's that mean?
As Black Lives Matter, there was violence involved, and we're doing just peaceful protests, and they're not listening. They don't do nothing. I feel like it's gonna.
A pro-Palestine Wokie warns that protests could escalate to violence if demands are not met.
You can see now what I was saying before. They're truly not peacefully like doing anything. They have their own agenda, and if it doesn't go their way, then you will see the violence happening. And it's just it's inevitable. Like man, these elections this year is very important. Very important. It'll be the end of us if nothing is done.
No, let's go back to the question that you refused to answer, which was, do you think a country should have secure borders, yes or no?
Of course.
Well, a minute ago you said you didn't know.
Of course countries have secure borders.
But I thought that's a very far right. You should be over there with the far right, mate.
What's your definition of secure borders?
Like you don't let people in willy-nilly without thorough checks, and you don't put them up in hotels and give them benefits without checking their bona fides.
Okay.
Is that fair enough?
Well,
is that fair enough, yes or no? You don't know.
have to think about that.
You have to think about it. You have got to think about it a lot, haven't you, mate?
Why are you being rude? I'm asking you straight questions, and all you can do is go into bully tactics. You're making fun of me. I'm asking you a straight question.
What's a bully tactic? Asking you questioning you.
Ridiculing.
Yes. No.
I can tell you're not a proper journalist.
Oh, really?
Right,
Okay. All right, off you go then. Oh, you just said that's assault, mate. There you go. No, it's a free country, mate. Sorry.
A lefty reporter becomes agitated when questioned about migrant issues.
So it's an innocent child. It has its own separate DNA.
It's my listen. A human doesn't happen until that individual is born.
That's not what science says.
No, that's not.
Science says life begins at conception.
That's not what the Bible says.
It says I knew you when you were formed in the
God
womb.
Doesn't exist, so this is even a.
Then why did you just quote the Bible? You just quoted the Bible, and then she says that it doesn't exist.
That's what you believe.
You just quote the Bible and then say the Bible doesn't exist. How can you go back and forth? You use it when it's beneficial to you. Give me facts. Give me stats. You have nothing, man. You call him racist. You call him pro-life.
Keep going. Those are
But you can't give me a factual statement.
I just gave you. Look,
give me something he's done.
Are you a straight white male?
What does it matter? What does race matter? What does race matter?
Oh, fabulous looking straight white male.
I appreciate
a Wokie stumble.
Let's go, Bo. That's what's up. He defended us. You know, he defended the kids, defended the womb. Once again, you know, they're butchering the Bible, cutting up scriptures just to benefit their agenda, the way they think, and it's impossible like to even beat them in anything, because once you tell them the truth, once you even give your opinion on something, the first thing they do is run away. So
during an abortion debate, contradicting herself and lacking coherent arguments.
You know what? Then that's why they're leading you to hell.
I've been pretty peaceful with you, mother. But you need to get from in front of my church. You need to get from in front of my church. I've been nice. I've been real nice with you. Get from in front of my church.
We have a ministry of peace and joy.
Get from in front.
On the one hand, we have the ministry of reconciliation. On the one hand, we have the ministry of reconciliation, of peace and joy and hope and forgiveness and freedom. And then over here you have people freaking out. You have people claiming violence.
A Wokie pro-trans individual becomes enraged during a discussion with a preacher.
Want to catch Wokie moments in 4K?
All right, guys, I'm going to leave the video there. If you actually want to watch the full video, I'll leave the link in the description. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It will help me out a lot. I'm a small channel starting up. Hopefully we can make some new videos. Leave me some recommendations in the comments for future. Let me see. We're thinking about making a video, basically IRL on the streets, asking people questions, but we'll see what happens with that. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.